Medals already from this Commonwealth Games and possibly more to come, but the man that's got the toughest task of all surely is young Lennon Mulligan here against the hugely experienced Amit Phangal, who's been there and done it at the highest of levels and looked good in his first round contest as well, getting past Namri Berry very, very comfortably, and he's really going to have to step up his game. Huge support here for these Scots, but Mulligan, I think, needs all the help he's going to need against this fella.
The only good thing about Mulligan, he throws in combinations. He's always trying to be aggressive and busy. He's just got to be careful he doesn't get caught as he's coming in, because Amit Phangal is very, very elusive, and he slips inside the jab, hits you with hooks over the top, frustrates you by doing this, in and out with the feet, giving you the head but not giving you the target, the hit.
Yeah, work in the body is probably as effective as anything, but what you've always got to watch with Amit Phangal, he's a very classy counter-puncher, and if he times you perfectly, you could be in trouble. So Mulligan has got to be very, very capable and careful with what he does. Can't afford mistakes, not against a man like this. That's nice. Now he got in. Oh, that's a shame. It's been called for a slap by the referee, but he got out before Phangal could land the counter.
I would just say not to go out in straight lines and just take a little turn to the left when you're coming out.
We've also seen that Amit Phangal can go through the gears if he needs to as well. He tends to start at a fairly pedestrian pace, then crank it up over the course of the 3 rounds.
Because he's comfortable slipping inside the target, and that's why, so he can come forward, make you miss, and make you pay for it. He doesn't just slip in the retreat like we're seeing at the minute. He can slip while he's being aggressive. Which is a decent little start here from Mulligan. It is. Keeping his shape well.
Look, popped a nice body shot in there. It's one of those shots that you hope the officials noticed. It really was classy. And he's forcing a response here from Phangal.
But he's bringing that front foot in and out with the jab. They're working together with unison. It's good though from Phangal there.
All the Indian boxers here at the Commonwealth Games being introduced just by their first names, but he's well known around the world boxing scene as Amit Phangal, the Indian. Now that's where Mulligan's got to be careful. And once he starts to land those backhands, Phangal can really look classy.
Yeah, he pays it back with the right hand.
Yeah, but he got another left there immediately. So Phangal, I think, has had a little look at him and decided, right, time to go to work now.
So frustrated, isn't he?
Well, he's such a good fight manager. You know, he'll have a look at you in that first round and then say, right, here's what I need to do in rounds 2 and 3. And he's starting to land these left hands more consistency the longer this round has gone on. That bright start from Mulligan might give him an argument on the scorecards, but Phangal certainly finished it the stronger, and that's the worrying sign for the Scottish team.
Just see Phangal here, look at the beautiful movement there. Just gives you the head, leans back, comes back with his own shots. There's no, and not very rarely any weight on those shots, but they're scoring punches. He's accurate. But Mulligan was trying to make him, trying to advance, trying to make it, you know, the punches tell. He was being busy, trying to fire back at all times, but you tend to feel that.
He went backstage and had a little pep talk with all the Scottish boxers. They've got a couple of good pros in their training camp as well. Ricky Byrne, Scotland's only 3-weight world champion and one of the greats, is part of the training team. He's not here, but cruiserweight Stephen Simmons, who wasn't bad at all as a pro, is part of the corner crew. And Lennon Mulligan has certainly come out and been told by that corner, get down to work and just out-hustle this fella. It's a strong start from Mulligan, getting the success with the body shots.
What Phangal does well there, even though I don't think he scored it much, he blocks and hits with the same hand, so that's just, again, that takes away your confidence when you think you're doing well, but he's clipping you all the time.
Letting the hands go here, Mulligan. And, producing this response here. Well, he really has stepped it up. Lost the first round, got to watch those left hands. But certainly in terms of work rate, he's hustling Phangal out of the first minute of this round, no question about that. But that's how the first round started, and Phangal came back at him. Can Mulligan keep this up? Because he is going to be countered, he is going to be caught.
Great work there from Phangal. He's under pressure from Mulligan, who's doing really, really well. The right idea. You see Phangal just, he doesn't panic. Keeps the hands high. He's always looking at the target and he's just tipping you and clipping you as you're walking forward. And again, there's more purchase in the shots of Mulligan. You might just think that Phangal still might be getting the judges' favour here. Good shot there from Phangal. Great effort from Mulligan.
Yeah, it is. And he's under a lot of pressure, but still very composed here, Phangal. As you say, he picked some really, really nice shots, but Mulligan's doing absolutely the right thing. Let him go, even though a lot of his work is getting blocked off. Phangal is very sound defensively. But Mulligan is right in this as we go into the final minute of the round, and there's another one of those clever little left hands. Gets through again with the backhand lead here, Phangal.
He just tips the legs, Phangal. See, he just tips the legs, and that left hand, why it can't be defended against, it comes in an upward angle, and it breaks over the defence every time. He doesn't punch square, he doesn't punch when he's high up. He dips his legs before he throws the shots.
Well, as Mulligan weathered that little storm, I'm not sure he has, you know. Isn't this typical of Amit Phangal? We saw it in the last round. Late in the round is when he does his best work. Just knows when to put the foot on the gas, and when to pull that trigger. But everything about the angle, the attack, it looks like he's just punching, he's just standing in front of you and punching, but he's not. Just gets a little bit lower. You know, if this had been a 1 minute round, Mulligan wins it. But yeah, he's paced himself beautifully here, Amit Phangal, and I wonder if he's just pinched this second round off the youngster as well. Oh, lovely, lovely left hand. Great effort from Mulligan, but I still do think that Phangal, again, stayed with him in the early part when Mulligan's had all the success. And again, like I was saying, Mulligan's had a really good start. He's throwing lots of shots, but Phangal's just staying with him, even if he's not. Even if Mulligan might be having a little bit of the better work, he's just clipping him every time. So he's making it tight. And then once you get past the second half of the round, he does this: head on the outside, punches through the middle. Won that second round across the board. It means Lennon Mulligan really has to just throw everything at Amit Phangal here. He was always up against it, and he's second best so far. It's one of those things, you have to be the aggressor against Amit Phangal, but you know being the aggressor is what he wants you to do. Yeah. Caught him again, yeah. I mean, he's fantastic. And when he lands, especially with those left hands, he lets all the judges know. They all see it. It's not a sneaky one. It's clear for everybody to see. He's very, very clever with his management of a contest, Amit Phangal. And how he adjusts the height when he's throwing shots. It's just so clever. And a lot of it's probably muscle memory, you know. And again, that's testing what you do in the gym. It's a lovely left hand there from Phangal. Yeah. He's got to be careful now, Mulligan. Yeah, he's getting it. I was just about to say, he might be close to a standing 8 count here, and you know what? You're behind on the cards, you've got to go for broke. But that's the risk against Amit Phangal. You will get countered. The Scottish corner when they come back, unless he's something unbelievably astonishing here. It's lovely from Phangal. He'll be happy with Mulligan. He's tried his best. He really has. He's tried to keep his shape, throw straight shots what you need to do, but just coming against a guy who's just so much more experienced, so much more clever, elusive. Well, he did go to the World and European Championships, Lennon Mulligan, recently. Didn't make much of a dent in there, so it is all about picking up experience. Remember, he's only 20 years old, and I'm not sure he's ever boxed a more competent and capable and dangerous opponent as this. And as you say, he's not been disgraced. He certainly hasn't given up mentally. He's always given it a go, and he'll learn a lot from this. Yeah, he really will. He just learn about, he'll learn about your height and throwing punches from different angles. Well, Phangal's just teasing him now. And that's enough of that from the referee. I don't know why. I think he's doing really well, Phangal. I don't know why. The emphasis is on Mulligan now, isn't it? Let his hands go. Oh, lovely right hook there from right on the spin as well. While he's moving, he's throwing it. And a lovely little left hand, and I tell you, Mulligan's getting really badly marked up now. Well, he's taking a bit of a beating here as we get down to the last few seconds. I don't think he's going to get much out of this than the satisfaction of going the distance with a very, very dangerous opponent indeed. Nice right hand there, though, from Mulligan. Yeah, it's far too little, too late. But the point is, he's kept trying out. Yes. He didn't being outboxed, which he was comprehensively outboxed. It didn't deter him from still trying to win the fight.
and that's a good trait. But this man here, Amit Phangal, tricky, so tricky, clever.
And just to put a measure on what Mulligan was up against here, a year ago, just ahead of Tokyo, Amit Phangal was world ranked #1. So for Mulligan to be stepping up to that kind of level and certainly not being disgraced is no mean achievement. But you know, there's no question who's won it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision for your winner. In the red corner, representing India,
Well, Amit Phangal was so disappointed a year ago when he went to Tokyo as the world #1 and the pre-tournament favourite, only to get tripped up in the first